Hello, hello, hello. Good morning to everyone. Welcome to this really awesome,
Recording in
special day.
progress.
Welcome to this special day, which is called the new moon. Today's the new moon. And so I opened it up today to invite others who aren't normally a part of this group to be a part of this experience because I really value the new moon as a really great place and time for us to kind of recalibrate every month, right? And the new moon itself, it's like if you could imagine that your life is like a garden, and on the new moon you get to plant new seeds, and those seeds start to begin to grow within the next 30 days. I always like to take the opportunity to use this opportunity and use this chance to plant those seeds. And I wanted to collectively get together and really support each other, support everyone, and really feel the energy and the vibration of that support between everyone. There is so much going on in the cosmos right now, like so much crazy stuff. Not only just Mercury in retrograde, we've got like several planets that are also going to be in retrograde, and at the end of the month, I believe Jupiter goes retrograde too. So there's all these different things that are going on this time. We also have eclipse season. So it's also eclipse season. When we're in eclipse season, what that usually means is that the energy is kind of shrouded, right? Just like an eclipse, the energy is shrouded, and then it gives us an extra opportunity to plant even more seeds to, let's say, if you could imagine, like add more fuel to the fire so that once you do, you can take advantage of that opportunity. So what does it mean for us? You know, I often talk about manifestation, and I want to change that word a little bit so that we start talking about actualization. Manifestation is how things show up in your life. We have really no control over how things show up in our life. But what we do have control over is what we ask for and actually actualizing what we ask for. So to take the word manifestation, manifestations are happening all the time. Right now, this is a manifestation. Somewhere, somehow, you ask the universe for what you're receiving today. Okay? So what will you like to receive? What will you like to actualize within the next 30 days? And how will that impact you for the next year? Okay? So what's important to you, and where do you want to go, and what do you want to do? In this particular time, within this energy of Gemini, there's so much about communication. You can see I was watching the morning news, and you know, everything is really, everybody is done. Everybody is done with the pandemic. They want to rip their masks off. They want to jump into the street. They want to sing and dance. It's like, you know, we're seeing this new renaissance that I believe is emerging any moment now, if not already. And so how will you ride that wave? How will you be a part of that movement? And what does it feel like to you? Do you feel like you're holding on? Do you feel like you're holding on to what the last year and a half was? Do you feel like you're kind of curious about, like, oh my God, is it safe? Is it really safe? I don't know. Let's get in communication with ourselves. And let's get in communication with ourselves and create this dialogue between us and the universe, that we are in alignment with what we're asking for, and willing to see that what we're receiving is what we're asking for. Okay? So as we begin that process, how can you feel a part of this movement? How can you be a part of this energy that will exponentialize your place in the world with your purpose? So that's kind of our ask today for our meditation. What is your contribution? What do you want to, how do you want to show up? What do you want to do? What do you want to contribute? And take a second to really feel into that. I perceive that there are things that you have been wanting to do for a very long time that you haven't given yourself permission to do. Maybe you use the excuse of the pandemic as something that stopped you from doing it. Do you have that thing? Do you know what that is? Perhaps there's, you've been waiting for a certain moment for you to, let's say, move, or for you to explore something, or for you to see something. What if you started to plan now? And what if that moment was now? Would you like to know what that feels like, and that it's safe for you to take those steps, for you to completely leap out of this old paradigm that you were living in? Now is the time, and we want to make sure that we all feel safe, we all feel secure, we all feel supported. And I want to share that collectively, when we come together to meditate, we come together to contribute our vibration and our energy together. And every single one of you, I've got you on like 4 different platforms right now, and there's tons of people here, which is amazing. And every single one of you is like a string in a cable, right? And that string on the cable that collects and ties each other together is connected to the universe. And so we collectively contributing our energy exponentializes every single one of our actualizations. Okay? You are supported. You are cared for. You are appreciated. If you take nothing else away today, please walk away from this meditation knowing that you are not alone. You are supported. You are cared for. And there are people who want you to succeed. Okay? So now let's begin by finding ourselves in our heart. And as we find ourselves in our heart, let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's begin by feeling ourselves in our heart. And as we feel ourselves in the center of our heart, what I want you to do is I want you to feel that energy expand out from where you're at. Feel that energy expand from your heart just an inch outside of your body. And as that energy expands out just an inch outside of your body, imagine it expanding out just a little bit more. 10 inches, a foot. Imagine that energy mixing and commingling with the atoms and molecules that are all around you. Expand into the room that you're in, becoming one with the chair and the table and the computer or your phone. Expand out past that room and expand even further beyond that, out into your house, and from your house into the area that you're in, and out from the area that you're in into the city and the state, and expand out beyond that into the country. And as you feel this energy all around you, expand out through the country to the continent that you're in, and from the country or the continent into the bodies of water that surround the continent where you are. Imagine that energy expanding out to the nearest continents beyond that. And finally, the entire world, the entire globe. Allow yourself to take in the energy of the earth gifting with you. Receive the energy from the earth and gift your energy to the earth. Feel the symbiosis and the beautiful, beautiful energy exchange that exchanges between every atom and molecule of this earth and us. Recognizing that we are one. Now expand out past earth, out into space. And as you expand out into space, you can begin to feel your energy becoming one with all the planets that are around us in the solar system, and further beyond that into different galaxies beyond our knowing. Further and further and further past the Milky Way, and even out past those edges of space into different layers of light. Expand out through different layers of light in the metaphysical universe. And as you expand out past those different layers, some light and some dark, you come to a beautiful golden-like light. Allow your energy to expand through this golden-like light, to push through this golden-like light until you come to this beautiful jelly-like substance layer, which feels like liquid. And as your energy expands out through the jelly-like substance layer, you feel this push and pull and push and pull, but you keep pushing through that energy until you come to a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And as your ball of light travels through the law of compassion, you emerge into the 7th plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, of complete totality. And as you do so, all of your energy emerges into all that is, every atom and molecule that's ever existed since the beginning of time. And as you find yourself in this space and in this energy, I want you to take in this oneness, where there's no time, no space, no motion, just energy, where the same atoms and molecules that have existed since time continuum exist here. Energy is not created, it just changes form. It's also not destroyed. So the same energy that's ever been here will always be here. And all you're doing, and all we're doing in this opportunity, in this 10 minutes, is rearranging some atoms and molecules in our lives. So now what I want you to do is imagine that there's a beautiful, huge pyramid sitting in front of you, bigger than the pyramids of Giza. And as you witness those as you witness that pyramid, I want you to begin to take all of those manifestations, all of those actualizations that you asked for. And I want you to begin to put those actualizations into your pyramid. What are you putting in there? Are you putting in your health? Are you putting in your wealth or your happiness? Are you putting in your family? Are you putting in a new job, a new career, a new opportunity, a new experience? Keep putting more and more and more things into your pyramid. Push yourself a little bit further. You know that one thing that you always wanted, but you just haven't gotten yet? Like for me, it's a new Rolex. I always wanted a Rolex. So, I'm putting my Rolex in my pyramid. Something that is so, that you may have just always put on the back burner, that you're like, oh gosh, it's a little selfish for me to ask for a Rolex. No, it's not. The universe wants to give you everything. Put it in there. What do you want? If you don't ask, you won't receive. And don't just say you want money. Put an amount. Give an amount. Remember, money is just energy. What is it? So keep filling your pyramid even more and more and more. Now push yourself to put feelings that you choose, that you want to choose to have and to embody in there. Are there business decisions? Are there business deals that you want to go through? Perhaps you're selling some real estate that is really going to exponentialize your portfolio. Put it in there. Put everything in your pyramid. I'm going to give you one more second. Just keep filling it until it's so full that stuff is pouring out of the doors. And now what I want you to do is I want you to walk towards that pyramid, and I want you to get into the middle of that pyramid. Okay? See yourself in the middle of your pyramid surrounded by your manifestations. And now I want you to imagine and envision this beautiful beam of light coming up to the base of the pyramid, shooting straight through you, up, out into the point of the pyramid, and going so far out that you cannot see how far it goes. Witness your pyramid almost like a lighthouse. And as your pyramid becomes this lighthouse, I want you to imagine that all of a sudden it reaches corners of the globe that you never even knew were there, and all these people see your light. And they begin to crawl and walk and run to your pyramid, to your light. And as all these people come, you start to realize that your manifestations and your actualizations are actually a part of their actualizations and manifestations too. And as every single person comes, all of a sudden you begin to draw them into your pyramid. One by one by one, you begin to see how their actualizations help you actualize yours, and how yours help them. You bring them in more and more and more and more and more people, and you see the joy that you have of helping other people manifest and create their dreams. Pull them in and pull them in and pull them in. Allow that joy to exponentialize into your pyramid and into the world. And as you do, you can begin to witness in this physical reality that you have all of this now. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that it's safe for you to realize and recognize that you have actualized this in your life now? If you would like that download, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like and to know that you can always ask for more? There is no limitation. So some of you feel like, oh my gosh, I put this in my prayer, but I want more, I want more, I want more. Or oh, I don't want that. I really meant to put this. And no, I meant to put that. No, don't edit yourself. You can have it all. So would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to, when to, where to, that it's safe for you to choose to have it all? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you have the power of choice and the freedom to make your choice, to choose what you want? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to have all of that and be grounded and feel safe and feel secure? If you'd like that, say yes. Beautiful. And so now what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to, in your mind's eye, I would like for you to say this, repeat this after me. The creator of all that is, it is commanded that all of this is actualized in my life now. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So it is. And now what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that pyramid becoming like poof. And it turns into bazillions and trillions of particles. And as those particles shift and they expand and go everywhere, you can begin to see that those particles begin to rain down through all these layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. And as these particles go down, they come through all those layers that we traveled up. And they come into this plane, into this place, into this third plane. I would like for you to open up your hands and look up and allow this energy to come down into your present physical reality like rain, like this beautiful dew, this rain, as these atoms and molecules are manifested in your life now. Feel these energies present here and now. How differently will your life look with these actualizations? Witness it, feel it. If any fears or any anxieties come up, make a note of it because you will clear it. So would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to release yourself from any fear or anxiety about your manifestations actually manifesting and actualizing? And anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, and receive your infinite greatness and your infinite potential and your infinite ability to constantly choose and create and exponentialize your potential and the possibilities that are there, would you like to destroy and uncreate it? Beautiful. And now I'd like for you to take your palms and rub them together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Now take your palms and put your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. Now open your eyes and allow that energy to permeate through your physical body. And feel that energy everywhere in your body. And now take your palms and put your palms over your heart. Congratulate yourself for showing up today, for being a part of this amazing, amazing experience. Your energy is crazy off the chart today. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Let's have the most amazing month ever, yet. Let's say yet, because July is also going to be an amazing month, but let's have the most amazing, amazing month yet. Let's create magic and miracles and possibilities beyond our logic and comprehension. Have an amazing day. Have too much fun. And I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.